Hello class and welcome to Module 4. This will kick off our first of our three major speeches. So there's going to be a lot to do and a lot of things to remember. So it might not be a bad idea to take notes on this, come back to this video because while the things that you need to do to prepare for this speech are small things, but by not doing these small things, it can really set you back and cause this assignment to be a lot more stressful than it needs to be. So make sure that you're looking at the directions so you know what kind of topic you can do and topic that you can't do. So we are doing an informative speech. You are simply going to inform us about a topic that you know a lot about, that you care about. There's no research in this speech, so it needs to be something that you know, that you do, that you like. So let's look at the directions real quick. And so this is, let's let it load. So 3 to 5 minutes. So our time is higher with this one. So you have to make sure that you meet 3 minutes. If you only talk for a minute and a half, then you will start at half credit. So first off is no research. And then there's topics to avoid because they're very cliched and you want to do something academically sound. We want to promote critical thinking, so you're going to avoid things like your sport, things like activities in school, like what it's like to show FFA, social media, technology, sleep, and the importance of sleep. Those are all very cliched topics. So make sure that you're fully looking over all of the directions so you don't post a topic that's specifically listed as one that you cannot do. So, and you also cannot have a first person speech. So now, when you do your outline, you will have what's called a credibility statement, and this is your connection to the speech, why we should listen to you. I'll talk more about where you find the information here in a moment. But you cannot have key points devoted to your story. So no first person key points. So it all has to be just general knowledge about a specific topic. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is read over all of these, look over all of the resources. You will need to watch this lesson over outlines. This right here explains how you're going to create your outline, what the expectations are. It talks about a credibility statement. And then you will also need to watch number 5 on the visual aid requirements. So number 5, number 6, you will need to watch those lessons. They're not very long, so please ensure that you take the time to watch those. You'll see a student example of an outline here and a student example of a visual aid, and then a student speech. So please make sure that you're watching all of those lessons. And not just this one, because there's more information. There's a lessons devoted specifically for these items. Your outline, my best advice to you would be to open up this outline and then copy and paste it. Let me open it here. And then copy and paste it into your document, no Google Docs. I'll talk about that in a minute. But all of these things that you see highlighted here, you have to have. So copy and paste that, and then like this, and then delete this, delete this, delete this right here. But you have to start with your attention grabber, your reason to listen, your preview of main post. Your preview of your main post must be clear of your 3 key points. You can keep it simple, like what you see in this example. But your outline is required to be formatted just like this one. So the first thing you're going to do is post your topic approval. Make sure you're adequately answering those questions, and then responding to your peers. And then when you're responding to your peers, again, don't just do the bare minimum. Really look at their topic, look at their key points, look at their credibility, and do they align with the directions? So for example, you cannot do a how-to. This is not a demonstration speech. So let's say that you notice one of your peers post how to bake cookies or how to do this or how to do that. Instead of being like, great topic, I can't wait to see your speech, those statements won't count, won't work for your responses to your peers. So you note that the topic is not adequate. If you notice somebody posting a topic that's on the do not do list, respond to it. So give feedback about it. What are some things about the topic that you might find interesting, or as an audience member, what you would like to know? So that's the first. I will be giving topic approval in the grading section, not in the forum. And so do not proceed without getting topic approval. Okay, that's very, very important. If you want to run a topic by me before you even post the topic approval, then make sure that you send me your topic, credibility, and what your key points are going to be. But if you want to run that by me in an email, then I'm all for that. Then you're going to create your outline. Make sure it follows that example to a T. So you're going to post the outline, and do not go forth until you get feedback on it. If I don't give you, I grade really quickly. Hopefully you've learned that by now. But let's say that you forgot something in your outline and I don't give you credit for it. You're not stuck with that grade. Revise it and resubmit it. As long as you do it before you do your speech, then everybody should get full credit on both the outline and the visual aid. You just have to make sure that you do your due diligence and respond, or look at my feedback. And this is a quick turnaround. It's an 8-week class, but I will do my part in grading it quickly, very quickly. So you do your part in making sure that you check back quickly for a comment and a grade. And if you did not get full credit, you would need to make those revisions before going forth with your speech. The same goes for your visual aid. You cannot submit Google Docs. Let me say that again. You cannot submit Google Docs. If you submit in a Google Doc and don't rectify it before the due date, it will be considered late. No Google Docs. They do not open. You can save the Google Doc to a PDF and submit it that way, but please don't post a link to like a Drive or a Google Doc. Those won't work. So you can save it as a PDF in Google Docs, but do not post Google Docs. No AI in any form or facet. Any form of AI will result in a 0 for the whole assignment. So do not use Get AI. So you're going to get your topic approval, outline, visual aid, then it's time to give your speech. So just like before, you're going to post the link, embed it so we can see it, respond to your peers just like before, note the physical delivery, the vocal delivery, and make sure that you're giving substantive feedback there. But for your visual aid, so make sure that you have interaction with it. You have to have interaction with it. And you'll note in the student example, it's not a lot, but make sure that, as you can see here, and have that interaction. So you will be very unhappy with your grade if you treat the visual aid like a big note card. It is not for you. You will not have a lot of font or text on your visual aid because it's not for you. I would rely mostly on pictures and have very, very minimal text or font on there. Don't have full sentences. Don't have a paragraph. It's not just your outline carried over. So this is for your audience. Make sure you watch that lesson over visual aids. But so when you give your speech, ideally you will present it with technology these days. Most students will use a big projector. Hook it up to your TV, because you can cast those things now. But if your only option is a laptop, I'm okay with that. So I want to walk you through how to do that. So let me lower this a little bit and let me grab my laptop here. I should have had that already up. All right, so let's say that you have to use your laptop, okay? You cannot hold it, okay? And so my camera shot is not adequate. I'm aware of that. So remember, you have to be back far enough so I can see you, but I just want to demonstrate how you can use your laptop. So you'll have to have it where it's sitting next to you. So let me lower it just a little bit. My head will be cut off, I'm aware. But so you have to be next to it. You have to control it. You cannot have somebody else click it for you or have a clicker. You can't use your phone. So you can have a note card, one note card in one hand. Hold it, don't set it down. And then you'll have your visual aid. And so you will have it next to you. You don't want it in front of you, and you cannot hold it. But you will have it next to you. And again, you don't want to be doing this, okay? It's not a note card. And so you'll be speaking and giving your speech, and then as you can see here, and you have that interaction with it. That is your job with the visual aid. So same requirements for your audience. Don't give an intro to your intro. When you stand up, you don't stand up and say, "Hey, my name's Casey, and I'm going to give a speech over dogs," and then go into your attention grabber. It takes away from your speech. You'll get points taken off in the aspect of the rubric on following your outline. And so, start with your attention grabber. You want to grab the attention of your audience. So make sure your link is public, camera shot straight. You don't have to have your camera person zoom into the laptop, so you don't have to have them do that. I've already seen it in the visual aid aspect. So I want to be able to see the laptop, something like this, where I can still see all of you, but the laptop is there. You wouldn't want to be across the room where, everything is super tiny. So I hope this helps. I know this was a longer video, but I wanted to go over everything. So everything should be very clear. If you have any questions or concerns, shoot me an email, come by, and if you want to run that topic approval by me, I'm all for that. But try to think of something original, something something you care about, and make sure that you get that topic approval. It might not be approved. I'll note that in the rubric. And then you'll get full credit once you get your topic approved or a key point fixed. So let's have a great informative speech, and I look forward to see what you guys do.